All right, I think with that, we're calling the open woman to the rail. We're calling our open woman to the rail. Getting everybody up here. Our first race for all the groups tonight is a Belgian Win-n-Out. And once they get going, I'm going to explain what this is. I'm going to explain what this is. Once they get rolling, they should know what's going on. That's why they had that big rider meeting discussing what's going on. And also any updates for our riders with things coming up. All right, an open wheel women's field is rolling out. I should have just given Phil the microphone because he explained it. So this Belgian Win-n-Out, in my mind, I like to think of this as a backwards Win-n-Out. I don't know why I think that, but once I start explaining, you're going to understand. So this is a 12-lap race. Every 3 laps, the bell is going to ring. So 10 to go, the bell is going to ring. Emily's going to ring it down there. And that first bell, the next person across that line wins 4th place. And they are done. They get to leave. They got 4th place, and they can go hang out. The next bell, that person wins 3rd place, and they get to be done and go hang out. The 3rd bell is for 2nd place. They get to win. They get to leave the track early, and they're good to go. And then that final sprint then, so if you think about it, we already placed 4th, we placed 3rd, we placed 2nd. So that final bell is for 1st place if you win it. However, if you get 2nd place, you get 5th. So there is a bit of a gamble for the Belgian Win-n-Out. And you'll see some interesting tactics in this. That's something I'll say. We'll see riders get 4th and 3rd place that might not normally be on the podium. And we're going to see people be very strategic once it comes down to 1st and 2nd place to decide when they want to sprint. And it looks like everyone's just going to slowly roll down. And we're going to be looking at, like I said, maybe some of not of our normal riders just be going really hard for that 4th place, that first bell. And once again, this is the Belgian Win-n-Out. Every group is going to be doing this, like I said, a 12-lap race with 4 sprints for placement. So they're seeing 11. The next time around, they're going to get the first bell. And that first bell is for 4th place. The next lap, they're sprinting. So we're going to see who's going to line up for that 4th place. Now, this is the field that I normally race in. So I know who the top 3 are, probably without a doubt. So the question is that top 3, are they just going to go for the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd? Or someone just want to get an easy 4th place? Are we going to see someone random go for 4th place? Maybe one of our Cat 4 riders. We don't know. But so we can see here the bell's coming up. 4th place next lap. 4th place next lap. This bell is for 4th place. Start to see a slight acceleration. This is Rue at the front. Lucy Gilchrist right on their wheel. All right, looks like we're going to have a sprint here for 4th place. While these 2 are teammates, they're not racing as teammates. It's kind of all for yourself here in track. So we're going to see Rue's leading it out right now. There's a group of 5 and then a big gap. So let's see. We have Rue, I think, versus Lucy here for 4th place. Who's going to get it? We have Rue going head-to-head with Lucy. Who is going to get it? It's going to be a bike through. Ooh. 105. That is Lucy Gilchrist with 4th place with the bike throw, I might add. That was a solid bike throw. So Lucy with 4th place. She is now done with the race. That's like the best way to do it, right? Whew, go to rest a little bit. Now, however, Rue got 2nd in that sprint. Now they have to try to recover and decide, am I going to try to go for 3rd place? Try to go for 2nd place? Or was that their one match and now they're just going to hold on for dear life? All right, so we have a little bit of a split here. Looks like we have Catherine, Danny, Annette, Rue. There's Tori in the leader's jersey, making it up there. Jasmine trying to make the bridge. And then we have Sarah, Luna, Renna, and Laurel back here trying to crawl back up to that main group. This front group does not look very organized. You see them all riding high. That means they're going slow. No one really wants to go hard, which gives that group of 4 a chance to get back up. Okay, is this 7 and the bell? All right, so this is 3rd place next lap. 3rd place next lap. 3rd place, 3rd place. Who wants 3rd place? What an interesting question to ask. Who wants 3rd place? Who's gonna sprint? We still have Rue at the front. Danny's on their hip. We have Catherine right there. I see Jasmine making a move. Ooh. Looks like Danny with that brand new bicycle is leaving them in the dust. Woo. There we go. This is Danny Scoville coming in for 3rd place. That bike looks fast. I'm just going to throw it out there. Woo. All right, so Danny getting 3rd place. And now we have a little bit of some breaks here. So Catherine is with a healthy lead. Jasmine's going, oh, that hurt. And then here comes our group of 3. We have Tori, Annette, and Rue struggling there. But Catherine's got a nice little lead here. Trying to stick it out because this next bell is going to be for 2nd place. We got another lap before that bell. That's hard out there, doing the hard work. The gap seems to be about the same. I don't know, is Tori bringing this back? Tori in the leader's jersey, I have to imagine, is going for the win, but maybe not. She's moving. All right, so 2nd place, next lap. 2nd place, next lap. There we go, 2nd place, next lap. And now we have a group of 3. We have Catherine, Tori, and Annette. Everyone say, go, Rue, go. Rue went for that first sprint and didn't get it, and this is the hard way to go. Go, Jasmine. All right, Catherine's still at the front. Who's gonna sprint? Remember, this is for 2nd place. Tori and Annette have been 1-2 all season, all one night, but they're definitely the top 2. So let's see. Catherine might just roll it. Ooh, look at this. They don't want to sprint. Catherine with the 2nd place. 1:13. That is Catherine Wade Easley. Ooh, that was a hard way to get 2nd place. She was on her own for 3 laps and was moving that last lap. Wow. Okay. So now we have Tori versus Annette. Remember though, the winner gets 1st place. 2nd place gets 5th place. So this is a big gamble here. So between these 2 over here, coming out of corner 4 down the home stretch, once again, it's going to be 1st place and 5th place. They're seeing 2 to go, turning into a little bit of a match sprint. That's where people go really slow and just kind of look at each other. Yeah, you can cheer for people. Thank you, Anne. Cheer for people. Yeah. There we go. It's going to slow down here. They're just going to look at each other. Let's cheer people on. Rue's got a couple more laps to go. There we go. That is the hard way to go. Missing out on that first sprint and then out by yourself. Okay, here comes our group here. There we go. Keep it going. They're seeing 2 to go. So out of that field is probably going to be like 7th, 8th. Yeah, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. All right, look at this, though. Coming out of corner 4, they're now going very slow, looking at each other. The reason for this is no one. There we go. 1 to go. 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. And I know that they've started training together as well, so they're starting to realize each other's strengths. So does Tori want to lead Annette out? Does Annette want to lead Tori out? And Rue is just cruising right back into it. That would have been the big upset. Rue just came through. All right, here goes Tori with the big move. Annette is right on her wheel, though. So we're going to see if Tori has the strength. There we go. One to go. One to go. For that group back there. Tori is leading this one out. Annette's going to be trying to make the clean pass here out of corner 4. There we go. Head to head. Make some noise down the straightaway. Who's going to get this? Ooh, this is going to be another bike throw. Ooh. Unofficially, I'm going to say Annette, but that was close. We're going to wait for the camera. Here comes the rest of our groups finishing. Good job, Rue. Here comes the big pack sprint here. We have Sarah Lynch coming out of the pack, trying to challenge Laurel here. Ooh, that was a great sprint by that last group here at the end. Cat 1-2s to the rail. I'm going to wait on the official call for the win. They're checking the camera. And it was 101 Annette taking the win there. All right, our Cat 1-2 men are coming up to the rail for the same exact race.
Our Cat 1-2s rolling out for their neutral lap here.
And this is a big field. Very big field. Is it the 20 that's registered? Quick, someone do the math or count with your fingers. It's going to look like a very different race, I would say, than that last one. So once again, that first bell is for 4th place. So you can kind of start making your bets right now. Who do you think in that field wants 4th place? And then the next bell is for 3rd, and then 2nd. Once again, that 1st and 5th. But this is a much bigger field, so I think we're going to see some different tactics come out of here, which could be very, very exciting. Also, side note, look over in corners 3 and 4. That's a beautiful new paint job. It's so shiny and new. All right, and they are racing. Like I said, this is one of those weird races where the race starts and they don't start going super fast immediately. They kind of like the slow roll. I believe that's Mr. G at the front. School's almost out. He's one of our teachers that's also a racer. I know, school's almost out. We got, what, 2-3 weeks? All right, and then at the front now we have Merrick Gallagher in our current leader's jersey. He's one of the many juniors out here today. Look at that arrow position, getting no draft. He is tall, though. All right, they are cruising around. All right, looks like we have Nick Martinez at the front. And I think we're getting the bell here. All right, 4th place, next lap. 4th place, next lap. Oh, that's Jamie Park at the front. They're saying, I want 4th place. We also have one of our resident sprinters saying, heck yes, I want 4th place and want to be done with this race. This would be Alex Siegel. Let's hear Alex's cheering squad. I believe it's Alex, right? It's not Wyatt. Look at that. 4th place, and you're done. That's the beauty for a sprinter. They get to leave the race with a demanding lead, too, a solid like 75 meters. That was Alex's one effort of the day. But 4th place in an endurance race, I think he'll take it. All right, now we're kind of reshuffling. You see when riders are up high on the track, that means they're going slower, right? The speed is not picked up yet. All right. They're all looking at each other, saying that 4th place, that was gone in a flash. Alex made sure no one was going to follow him. Looks like Mr. G, once again, is saying, let's get this thing moving. And his own teammate says, well, hold on. Well, there we go. All right, this bell means third place next lap. Third place next lap. There we go. Who wants third place? This is a solid sprint here. Mr. G still barely out the front. That's Mario coming up hot. There we go. Sam's going to challenge for it, though. This is going to be a head-to-head sprint here. Looking there in corner 3, we have Mario and Sam coming in with a close pass. There we're going to go. Sam taking the very long road around. Okay, not getting it. So Mario taking third place. Sam with a big lead, though. Is he going to try to hold it? That's the question. That was a big sprint. I don't know if he can hold it. That's hard. Woo. All right. The pressure is getting put by... Yeah, Sam says, oh, that was hard. All right. Causing a little bit of traffic as he goes through the field here. All right, Vern saying, this racing got fast. It is true. All right, our leaders coming out of corner 3. We have Andy Baker. I believe that's Chris Wilson. And who's sitting in second? Oh, that's Cunningham. Carl making his debut back. All right, second place this lap. Second place. Who wants second place? This is still a very big field. Who's going to be sprinting for that second place? Here comes the big move. Per usual, out of corner 2, up and over the top. That is a big group of people right there. Things getting a little bit tight. Looks like Andy escaped out the front. I believe that's Andy versus Tyson. Coming in. Oh, looks like Andy Baker is going to take this one. Tyson says, oh, I didn't have it. That was a little board member battle right there. It's always good. All right, so we have one sprint left. And if you remember, the last sprint goes, the winner wins it. Second place gets 5th place. Because remember, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd have already been awarded. So who in this field is still gambling to go for this? Obviously, our season leader, Merrick, in that pink and purple, riding on the Jerry Baker Jr.'s team. He wants to go for this. Who else do we have in here? We have Tyson, Kenny, Carl, both Carls, Jamie Park. We have Wyatt Paul, a new Cat 1-2 upgrade, very fast. I believe that's Chris Wilson, keeping things spicy. All right, this is going to be an interesting one. We got a big group, and we have some riders getting around here, potentially getting lapped. Just heads up. Here comes the bell. One to go, one to go, one to go, one to go. So first place next lap here. Who's going to be? So Chris Wilson's leading out. Merrick is looking behind his shoulder, waiting for the jump. They know it's coming. Here comes Merrick with a big jump. Wyatt is right on his wheel. Kenny, Coach Kenny's there as well. Ooh, look at this big move. Shoulder to shoulder. We have Merrick versus Wyatt. Make some noise here. This is a close battle coming out of this corner. Wyatt's trying to get out of the saddle to get it. Woo! The newly upgraded Cat 1-2 Wyatt. Doing a 200-meter sprint above the red, shoulder to shoulder with Merrick. That was a close sprint. Wow, and Merrick's going, no! Instead of getting 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, he just got 5th. Ooh, the gamble. Always the gamble there. Alex just, wait, I beat Merrick. Yes. All right, looks like our Cat 4s are doing a super quick rollout.
While our Cat 4s are doing a rollout, this is a great opportunity to visit our beer garden or pick up some food from our wonderful food truck here tonight.
Emily, what's a rollout?
It's a great question, Amara. So, a rollout for our Cat 4 riders is to make sure that everyone is running the same gear. And you might be saying, what do you mean the same gear? You're always in the same gear. But in our faster categories, our 1, 2, 3s, everybody can run a different gear. Someone can run a gear that is 100. Someone else could run one that's 106. For our Cat 4s, we keep them to an
86.
86. There we go. And
what do those numbers mean? They're just made up numbers.
we just make them up.
No, they're technically like how far the pedal moves in one full rotation. But basically know that they're restricted to a smaller gear. Those Cat 1-2s, those were in massive gears. I'd say over 100 easily. Alex was in a 114-inch gear. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely insane. So our Cat 4s are getting rolled out, and they're rolling straight up to the rail, getting our group ready to go. And they are once again racing the same race. So a Belgian Win-n-Out. So that fourth place gets removed first, then third, second, and first and fifth. And we saw that last sprint in the Cat 1-2s be extremely close. And I think Merrick is kicking himself there for losing that gamble, but that was a great race. All right, so hopefully you're getting the gist of this here. So another Belgian Win-n-Out. So those bells come every 3 laps. And this is a fun one. Like I said, I like to call this the backwards Win-n-Out. In a normal Win-n-Out, the first bell is for first place, and then the second bell is for second. But in this Belgian one, the first bell is for fourth place. So like I said, it changes the dynamics quite a bit. Like in that, if it would have been a normal Win-n-Out, right? Like those results would have been very different in that 1-2 field. So this is a fun way to mix it up, but keeping it a little bit more standard. So there's our Cat 4s. Field of 14 riders. We have a couple up here, at least 2, maybe 3, from Portland that come all the way up. They're going to be the ones, the Epic Cycles. They're in the pink kit. We also have Dinah in the pink kit. We also have a handful of Jerry Baker Juniors in this Cat 4 field as well. This is a good mix of juniors and adults racing the same exact thing. You can see they're taking a little bit different strategy to this race, kind of a big block. No one wants to really put out the effort quite yet. Once again, if you're looking for the schedule or results, that's velodrome.org/live, and that's how you click to all those different things. Also on Instagram, for those of you taking photos out there or video, go and tag us at JB Velodrome. We always like to share photos. As people say, the mountain is out today. It's beautiful, especially from up here in the announcer's booth. It's quite lovely. All right, here comes the first bell. This is for fourth place. Who wants fourth place? We have Logan and Ion kind of going head to head at the front, looking at each other. Just going head to head. We have, I believe that's Dominic right behind, saying, I'm going to take on these kids. Ooh. There we go. Remember, second place doesn't get anything. So you see Ion saying, not really worth it. Here comes, I believe this is Dominic coming around. One of our new riders that has moved. Let's see, coming all the way down. Clean set of wheels, 415. That is Dominic Clark. So 415, fourth place. They can exit. It's always the best feeling. You get to win something. You get to leave early, save your energy. It's always a good feeling. All right, Logan is still out on the front. I believe that's Micah closing the gap. One of our Portland riders, I believe that's Ryder, coming across. All right, it looks like the group is going to kind of come back together here. All right, looks like almost everything is back together. Ion, who went for that first sprint, says that hurt. Whew. Micah's just sitting at the front, cruising. All right, looks like Nolan's coming over. Maybe he can grab the mic from Emily. All right, Bell, this lap, this is going to be third place. Who wants third place? Maybe not in this race, but maybe in between races. Ooh, coming back to this Liquid Velo rider. I believe that's Isaiah. And it looks like one of our juniors. That's Gabriel trying to go head-to-head here, coming around corner 4. Let's make some noise here. This is going to be a close sprint for third place. Looks like this is going to be Gabriel taking third place and saying yes. There we go. Gabriel taking third place and getting to leave early. Nolan, how was the Belgian Win-n-Out?
I had a great workout. I was just doing some VO2 intervals at the back. Had a great time. I can only imagine how exciting the front of the race was. Didn't quite get a glimpse of it.
The 1-2s have a big field today. That's nice.
I guess so. Lessens my odds, which weren't great to begin with.
But you get to like sit in, you know, you get a little more draft.
I am still trying to figure out where that is. On the backstretch, it's a little dubious.
That is true. All right, majority of our Cat 4s have bunched back up here. They know this next bell, which is this lap, right, Emily, is for second place. So who's gonna go for it? Who's gambling right now?
My money's on a junior.
That's a good gamble. It's all adults at the front, though. The adults have taken over the front of this race. We have Eric speeding things up down low.
What the adults need to realize is that they create a better draft for the juniors.
Oh, there's a big move up and over top. This is Micah with the disc wheel, using that momentum.
Oh, I know that guy. He's on my team. Great guy.
With a big gap, though. So now this is where those riders realize, like, you know, it is not worth chasing that down. He is gone. This is second place locked up for Micah. There we go. Yeah, give him a little cheer. Great work.
I'm going to have to ask him for some pointers, how to see the front race.
All right, so now in this field, we have 2 Portland juniors. We have 2 Jerry Baker juniors. And then a host. We have a new Cat 4 upgrade. Isaiah's in there.
And zero collusion.
That's true. They don't work together out here. If they do, especially the juniors, I'll yell at them. No collusion allowed.
With or without the mic.
A little bit of both. All right, they're coming around seeing 2 to go. They're all just kind of looking at each other right now, saying, I don't want to go fast. Do you want to go fast? They all realize what's at stake right now. It is first place, and then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way down to, I think it was 14 riders in this field. So they're trying to conserve energy, make a big jump. We do have a couple very speedy people still in this field that have gambled. And someone is gambling early.
This looks like it might be a bit of an unsuccessful move, given there's a bunch of folks already on their wheel.
It was a solid attempt, and then it's pulled right up. That was by Nathaniel Clark saying, I don't want to tow these juniors around. We have Ryder leading it out. I believe that's Francisco right on their wheel. Williams sitting out in the wind. Isaiah's trying to creep in there. This all of a sudden got real fast. Look, and here we come, up and over the top. My goodness, this is tight in there for those Cat 4s. Ooh, look at that. And Ryder saying, I can hold this. Okay, here comes Ryder Carlson on the front. Let's make some noise. This is a junior from Portland coming around the corner, looking to win. Let's see if he can make it. And that's Oscar saying, oh, a little bit too late. A teammate. Once again, that's Ryder Carlson with the win all the way from Portland. His teammate getting second in that sprint, which is 5th place. That's always the bummer. Cat 3s, we're going to wait. We got at least a couple more riders finishing up here. That was a great race. Let's cheer these last few riders on all the way. Here comes Logan and Jason. There we go. And calling those Cat 3s to the rail. All right, and we are starting off for the Cat 3. Same thing again. For our Cat 3 field, we have 20 riders, another great size field. Doing the same Belgian Win-n-Out. So we'll see that first bell for 4th place. All right, here we go. This is our 4th place. Who wants 4th place? I see another resident sprinter, a couple resident sprinters saying, me, I want 4th place. Let's see who's going to do it. Looks like we have James Campbell Harris versus JC Pyle. Oh, they're going to go shoulder to shoulder here. Who's going to make it around this corner? Ooh, coming around, this looks like James Campbell Harris taking the 4th place. James taking it. And JC going, no! All right. It's a great sprint. He's going to stay nice and high to let this giant field go under, and that's A-okay. Keeping things safe. And JC saying, wait for me. All right, we got this big field. That was Gavin at the front. Oh, there's Quinn in the leader's jersey cruising on through. We have some heavy hitters in this field and quite a few that are actually pretty close to an upgrade. So we have, I think, Gavin and Quinn and Mike Jors. If either of them, any 3 of them win, I think they get upgrades. So there's definitely a battle, not only for the win, but for an upgrade. Ooh, here comes a big move. And this is going to be for 3rd place. Now, this is Jack Hampson, one of our Portland riders, our East Portland Youth Cycling Epic racer coming out. However, he's got company. This is Jordan in that beautiful kit saying, I'll take the tow and go right around. I'd say that's a clean set of wheels for 3rd place there. Give him a hand. That was a great move. All right, and this pack is resetting a little bit here. All right, that pack is resetting and saying, all right, up next. All right, this group's cruising around really good. This is me paging Henry Kaiser. Henry, come to the judges stand, our race night manager. Where are you? There comes JC rolling around. He went for that first sprint and did not get it. That's a tough way to go. Here comes the sprint. This is for 2nd place. Serge Malikian saying, ooh, I want it. That's Peter Snowblin saying, wait for me. Peter Snowblin is also a point away from an upgrade. All right, I believe this is Josh Sherfy trying to close this gap. Gavin Newman right in tow as well. It's going to be a sprint for out of 3 people coming around corner 4. Make some noise. Who do you want to win? This is going to be a tough one here. Josh trying to come all the way around Serge. It looks like Josh going to get it. 3:08. Josh with 2nd place. He's pretty pumped about that. All right, then up next, as you know, this is 1st place. But it's 1st and then 5th. So the gamble. We still have Serge dangling off the front. Josh got off successfully. So Serge just dangling off the front. This is where Quinn, our season leader in that pink and purple, is saying, I know what to do. They know how to win bike races, is the moral of the story. All right. He's got a buddy in tow, though. This is Tyrell. Just glued to that wheel. Look at that. He says, I am not pulling. I want the free tow. All right, we got a good little group right here. Everyone's marking the season leader. Look at that. There's quite literally a line at the rail saying, I know Quinn is fast. They are. Oh, and then the group went down low. Here we go. 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. 1 to go, 1 to go. And there comes the jump from down low and high, all at the same time. All right, this is Tyrell leading out. Quinn right on their wheel. Tyrell trying to do a 2nd jump here. It looks like Quinn's going to be attacking again. Here we go. All right, it looks like this sprint is going to be pretty well decided here. It looks like Quinn coming out of corner 4. There we go. So that'll be first place for Quinn, 5th for Tyrell, and then the final sprints here for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And we got some more finishers here. And then I get to try to explain the French exit. All right, so this race is called the French Exit. This was a race created by Matty Hers. He's not here tonight, which is a bummer for one of his novelty nights or his special nights. So French Exit, what it means is it's a points race. Whoever wins the first sprint gets a bonus point. So in this case, in this field, the first sprint winner is going to get double points. So instead of getting a normal 5, they're going to get 10 points. And at that point, that first place rider could choose to leave the race with that 10 points and just say, I'm good with 10 points. And they could leave early. If they remain in the race, it goes to normal points. So normal points race points go 5, 3, 2, and 1. So there's a bit of a gamble. If they want to just win that first sprint and leave, they can take the French exit and just decide that they're good. And let's think about it. So there's 4 sprints. There's no double points on the last one, which would be typical of a points race. So no double points. If I have 10 points and I leave the race, someone else is going to have to pick up a lot of points to beat me. So it's a decent little gamble, but that means I might not win, right? There's a gamble here, but it's fun. Okay, so we're riding around. This is a 4x5 points race. And we're going to see who goes for that first sprint and see if they take the exit. You could cheer them on. You could encourage them to take the French exit. Let's be real clear. All right, looks like we got a good crowd of people out here. Lots of people in the beer garden. Remember, the beer garden beer stays in the beer garden. That's one of our lovely rules. We got lots of food truck. Looks to be hopping. For those of you with kids, next week is our first Kitty Kilo. Our first one got rained out. But Kitty Kilo next week. I hear some cheers. Yeah, corner 1 says, yes, Kitty Kilo. There's quite literally an army of children that run around, and it is fantastic. So next week, we're hoping for good weather. I think it looks good next week. I don't know about you, but someone told me that this weekend, Sunday and Monday, they're calling for an atmospheric river. And that doesn't sound like track racing weather. I don't know. All right, they're rolling around here. That was Jasmine at the front saying, all right, your turn. There's a lovely little pace line keeping the effort all the same. And like I said, as someone that typically races in this field, I would say, could I win this first sprint and just be like, I'm out? All right, there's Sarah at the front. So yeah, who wants to win this first sprint and then potentially leave? They don't have to leave, But that's kind of the fun of this race. I think last time we ran this, 3 of the 4 fields took the French exit, and that was super exciting. I think 2 of them actually still won the race, which is very, very cool. So once again, a little bit of different take on a standard points race, keeping us all on our toes. I will try to keep you apprised of points. I should probably have a pen up here. There it is. We're good. All right, here's this first one. Ooh, we have, I would say, our top 3 here. We have Tori, Danny, and Annette saying, we want to take the first sprint and get those double points. Here we go. So Tori's leading, Danny out, Annette right on the wheel. Who do we got? Who's going to win it? I have an idea. Like I said, I race in this field. I know. Oh, Tori's looking fast here. All right, make some noise out of this corner. Let's see who's going to win this first sprint and potentially take that French egg. It looks like we have Tori with the 10, Danny with the 3, Annette with the 2, and the sprint here for 1 point is going to Lucy. Now the question is Tori going to leave? Or is she going to stay in the race here? So she just has to exit between these first 2 sprints. She's still in the race currently. Kenny says she's not going to take it. If you want her to leave, you can kind of encourage it. Friendly, right? There you go. Tori, are you gonna take the French exit, Tori? No, she's shaking the head saying, I am that's all right. There we go. So we have our group of 3 up there, which I think are just going to continue to battle for those points. We have Catherine and Rue trying to close the gap. Then we have Luna and Lucy, Sarah, Laurel, Renna, and Jasmine making up that back group there, working together to try to close the gap. I'll say we missed the whole French exit bit of this race, but it is still a points race. And important to note that that last sprint is not double. So the last sprint is not double in the French exit. So this is a standard, not a standard. Standard has double at the end. For a few years, there was no double points. What about double points in the middle? That's true. There's all sorts of crazy. Who won the Build Your Own Race Nights this year? Emily, our bell ringer, is going to do some like games and there were some fun ones there. And then Peter Snowblin won the other race night. He's having us race very long races and some fun stuff. So we'll get some fun, crazy stuff coming up. Peter's night, I believe, is in 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks, maybe? 4 weeks. All right, we got a group of 5 here with Lucy and Luna trying to close that gap. And remember, points race points are going to go 5, 3, 2, and 1. So only 4 people get points every time the bell rings. And as in any typical points race, your goal is to get as many points as possible. So this is always fun. It could be that the person that wins the very last lap doesn't win the race because they don't have the most points. All right, here comes the bell for the second sprint. Tori did not exit, so she's down to 5 points. So we have Tori with 5, Danny with 3, Annette with 2, and Lucy with 1. And they're all in that front group. We're going to see who's going to make the big sprint here. Looks like Danny making the big move up and over. Annette says, hey, I want this wheel. Tori's sticking right in there, though. She says, I'm on this wheel. Getting a little tight in corner 4, that's for sure. Here we go, coming around the corner. Danny leading everybody out. Annette's trying to come over the top. Rue's trying to make a good sprint. Woo! A little tight there. I'll wait for the official call on all those. It was a nice and tight sprint there. Once again, I'll update you on points once I get them. I'm gonna try to load up the live spreadsheet here. And we got our group back here, and they're all kind of looking at each other. No one's super motivated to keep the pace high. All kind of rolling into this pace line.
Our riders seeing 8 laps to go in the cards. Our front group right now playing nicely as we get ramping up for this next points lap.
All right, so still unofficial because math is hard. I have Annette with 7, Danny with 6, Tori with 6, Rue with 3, and Lucy with 1. I didn't get a thumbs up, so I don't know.
The announcer's call is unofficial.
Only if you leave, you get the bonus. Yeah, leave. Leave. Take the exit. All right, here comes the next bell. Catherine with a nice little lead. Everyone else looking at each other. Catherine still with the lead. And of course, the officials are always right. I really just can't do math. All right, here comes the big move. Catherine trying to hold on for some points. Tori coming around the corner with Annette right in tow. Is Annette going to try to make the pass? It doesn't look like it, so it looks like we have Tori with the 5, the 3. I believe Danny with the 2.
Our field, again, all riding high. Really trying to conserve that energy.
All right, look at this. Everybody is back together. Woo! There's a good chance for those riders that might not have points to pick something up here right at the end. I believe Tori's in the lead with 11 and Annette has 10. So we are very close in points right here. Just 1 point separating out Annette and Tori. All right, I'll try to give a points update for everybody. We have Tori with 11. She's in the leader's jersey. Annette with 10. Danny with 7, Rue with 3, Lucy with 1, and Catherine with 1. So Tori with 11, Annette with 10, Danny with 7, Rue with 3. So just a point separating those leaders.
And remember, this last sprint is not worth double like
Correct.
it usually is.
No double points.
So every point matters in this final sprint.
That is a game changer. I always sprint on the last sprint knowing that it's worth double. Like if I'm still there, I want to go super hard. All right. Are they getting the bell? They are all just looking at each other. All right, Beer Guard, let's hear you make some noise over there. Tell them to go fast. This is one to go. There we go, one to go, one to go, one to go. And we have Tori taking it from the front. Leading out Annette. This is a big thing. That's first and second place. Tori with the 11, Annette with the 10. Can Annette come around Tori in this final sprint? Whoever wins this final sprint will win the race between those two. Annette has the draft. Is Tori just that much stronger? Let's see. It makes some noise. Come around the corner here. Can Annette make the pass? Coming around. This is going to be shoulder to shoulder. It looks like Annette's going to take this and then therefore take the race. Here comes the final sprint here as well. Rue with the 2, Lucy with the 1. All right, great final sprint by our open women field. Looks like we're going to have the 1-2s to the rail. Their French exit is a 6x5. And their first sprint is worth 20 points. So that first sprint is 20 points. If they choose to leave, they keep the 20. If they remain in the race, it goes to 5. That was a little vague in the initial announcement. So 20 points if you want to leave. If you stay in the race, it goes to 5 points. All right, so the big question is who's gonna go for the 20? And then we need to encourage them to take the French exit, right? We need to say, like, just leave. 20 points is solid, right? 20 points seems fairly untouchable, right? There's 6 total sprints, so if someone wins every single sprint, they would get 30 points, and you got a 20? Can any one person win every single sprint? I don't think so, right? I mean, they could, but it would be really hard, especially in a field this big. So right now, like I said, try to pick out who do you think is going to go for that first sprint. Is Alex Siegel still in this race? Is he still in there? Is he's in there? Okay. Okay, so Alex, our resident sprinter. We also have Andrew Carlberg, who's a resident sprinter. Are they going to go for that first sprint and then just peace out? That is the most sprinter move they could do.
Nick Martinez on the move. Maybe a little early.
Go, Nick, go. Look, they're all looking at each other, though.
It's true, they're all sitting up.
This is a move. Cheer him on, folks. Keep him going. He's got a solid 80 meters right now. Woo! There we go. Keep him going through corner 1 and 2. What? Look at this gap. Oh my goodness. People are like, what are you doing? All right, I think they realized that this is dangerous. All right, look at the field. They're now responding, going like, uh-oh, he's got 150 meters. Can he hold this? Cheer him on.
28 to go.
All right, Nick with the big lead. Let's go back to the field here. Jamie Park at the front. Vern Cole saying, let's go. We got to bring this back. He's maintaining, though. My goodness. Merrick's at the front now. It means we're serious business. Seeing 27. He's got to hold this for 2 more laps. Can he hold that for 2 more laps? Cheer him on. Here comes the field. Teammate Andrew Karlberg cruising at the front. Andrew is trying really hard.
The field could have come around if they really wanted to.
Andrew's one of our sprinters. How many laps is this? 3 laps. That is more than he races typically, I would say. All right, here comes the bellow. Oh my goodness. Look at this hero move. Nick's got to last this lap. Oh my goodness. Here comes the big move though. From Alex Siegel. I don't know if he can close that. Oh my goodness, look at it go. Here comes our pack all just still kind of looking at each other. That is still a solid 100 meters. Alex, I think, is just doing an effort right now. Give a hand for Nick, folks. This is a huge move. This is 20 points. Nick,
From the rail.
Nick, are you going to take the French exit? Is he taking the French exit? I would assume so. All right. There we go. Let's all cheer for Nick. Nick is exiting the track. Woo! 20 points for Nick. That was an amazing move. All right, who is off the front right now?
I think Alex also took the French exit.
Can you take the French exit as second place? All right, this is Andy Lynch off the front. He also has a huge gap. No more French exit points, but this could be a very good move. All right, so we have one rider in the backstretch that's currently in the lead. We have this duo of Merrick and Wyatt, I believe. And then we have our field saying, uh-oh, this thing's got dangerous real fast. Our field is now motivated to try to chase this down. There we go, back at the front. Andy is just cruising, saying, I can do this. He has 2 people trying to close the gap to him. And then we have the big field. Yep, so let's look at the gap here to the leader. It is closing a little bit. He should kind of maybe see that, like, oh, I got this group of 2. And the field is now moving. I believe the Sam Friga with a huge move, closing these gaps down. Chris Wilson right in tow. Carl Cunningham in tow as well. Here comes Andy. Good job, Andy. Pushing, and things are coming back together real fast with that big move by Frigo. All right, Andy Lynch still has a gap, though. That was a big move. This is like a 5-lap move. Merrick hauling around this group of 6, and then our next group is bringing it back again. Oh, Andy said, oh, that was a good move. Beer Garden, cheer on Andy. That was an amazing move there. Oh, and they're getting the bell. Woo! Here we go. Points. Points, points, points. Points next lap. Points next lap. This is Chris Wilson saying, I need points. All right. Chris says, I need points. Merrick says, I want more points. Merrick in that leader's jersey coming around. I believe this is Tyson also trying to make the move. Maybe Mario as well. Here comes the big move all the way around. Merrick says, I need 5 points. This is Merrick taking the 5. Ooh, I believe Tyson with the 3, Mario with the 2, and I believe Wyatt with the 1. All unofficial. Never official up here. I'm just talking. Like I said, if you missed it, the true voice of the Velodrome is doing his actual job today and could not make it. So you get me and Emily and Nolan whenever he decides to pick up the mic. Nolan's in this race, isn't he? Okay, so Nolan will not be joining us for this race as he's currently racing it. All right, here comes Carl Cunningham making a big move, saying, let's go. All right, and a warning to number 21. I believe that's Carl Hofer for moving down in the lane during that sprint. So a warning to Carl Hofer. Our officials are out here not only keeping score, but keeping everything safe, making sure everyone follows the rules. All these specific lines on the track mean something typically, and specific rules come into play when the bell rings, all sorts of different things. We want to make sure people are riding nice straight lines, following the rules. Carl pushing those pedals, making a big move. All right, here comes the bell. Carl's got a solid lead here. Keep him moving. Say, go, Carl, go. He's hurting. I saw the tongue out. This is his debut Friday night for the season. Jamie Park says, let's go, guys. What are we waiting for? Everyone's just watching Frigo. Look at this. This is a unique-looking points race at the moment. Remember, though, Nick Martinez is still winning with 20 points. Nick, raise your hand. 20 points to Nick. He is still leading this race right now. That was an amazing move. All right, here comes Carl picking up the 5 points. Keep him going, folks. Keep him going. 5 points. Here comes the 3 points for Jamie. The 2 points and the 1 point. I believe 2 for Frigo, 1 for Wyatt. And it looks like Sam is going to keep going. He says, I need more points. Sprinting out of the field is hard, especially when people keep taking flyers, right? They're messing up the field sprint mentality. It gets hard. All right, Andy Baker at the front saying, let's go. Keep this thing moving. For people just walking in, this is the Jerry Baker Memorial Velodrome. Did you know we're the only velodrome in the state? Pretty sweet thing we got here. Watching all of our local racers do amazing things. And if you haven't heard, our Grand Prix this year, this is our international elite competition that's coming up in 50 days, just under 50 days, July 19th and 20th. And then this year, we were awarded junior national championships in 2 months. So awesome racing coming up this summer. To go with these giant fields for a normal Friday night. This is a fantastic looking field. Big move by Chris Wilson, kind of through the field. Merrick responded. All right, points. I believe this is the 4th sprint. Is that right? All right, coming around. Chris still has a gap, though. Merrick's looking around in that leader's jersey, making the big move, trying to get 5 points. He needs points. Remember, Nick is still winning this thing. So Merrick going to get the 5 points. That's Andy Lynch with the 3, Frigo with the 2, and Jamie Park with the 1. Jamie got points last time as well. Is that 10 laps to go? Yeah, that was the sprint. Okay. All right, before that sprint, so not including those points. Well, actually, I think I can do math. So now, Nick still has 20, folks. Merrick now has 11. So if Merrick can win the next 2 sprints, Merrick would win the race. But Merrick has to win the next 2 sprints if he wants a chance at winning. So Merrick, like I said, got to win the next 2. I think no one else, I don't think anyone else could beat Nick with that 20 points, taking the French exit. I'll wait for this sprint to get included, and I will confirm our numbers for everybody. Like I said, the beauty of this one is that our leader has already got all the points. Oh, we got a nice little group of 3 and then 2 immediately chasing, trying to keep this thing moving. Once again, they're like, I don't want to sprint out of the field. Merrick's doing the work to tow people around, but people do not want to work with Merrick. That's the problem when you're fast. Is people say like, no, you can do that. You can do all the work. I'm good. All right, so we got this group of 5. We saw a little gap here. Merrick says, I need to get up there. Okay, so the points are Nick Martinez with 20, who's on the infield. Merrick has 11. Carl and Jamie Park have 5. There are so many people with points. No, Andrew Lynch with 5. Yeah, there's everyone has points. Good luck. Those points are going to that group in the top, though, in the front. So all the points are right now up the road. And we can hear from the infield, our juniors are saying, go, Merrick, go. A valiant effort. I don't know if he can get all the way to the front, though. He's moving. So Andy Baker right now is leading the sprint. We see Mario and Andy. Merrick is trying to make the hero move to come up and over the top of everybody. Andy Baker's trying to hold on, and Merrick made the hero move. That was 50 meters he just closed down in 300 meters. Okay, so Merrick with a 5, I believe Andy with the 3. So now if you followed my math, Merrick still has a chance to win. So he's going to be up to 16 points. Nick has 20. So Nick down there, Nick wave again. Our current leader on the infield with 20 points. Woo! Carl says, we're going to go again. I need points. Carl has 5 points. He got it in a similar fashion, way off the front. That was a huge move by Merrick, and he is now very tired. He's still nose breathing. I think he's actually hurting quite a bit now. Okay, we have Carl, and I believe that's both Carls. We have Carl and Carl. Just yell, go Carl, to that front group. All right, so we have alrighty. Once again, Nick is still our leader. Merrick has 16, and then a bunch of people have a bunch of points. I'll run it down here. Oh, we sorted it. Perfect. So Nick with 20. Merrick with 16, Carl Cunningham with 5, Andrew Lynch with 5, Tyson, Jamie Park, Mario, and Sam Frigo all with 4 points. Alex Siegel, who I think is on the infield, has 3. Andy Baker has 3. Wyatt Paul has 2. I think I just listed like 12 people. Lots of people have points. Currently, Carl Hofer here in the green is the lead. Correct? All right, so Carl's getting the bell for the 5. There we go. Carl's getting that 5. I believe with Carl being, I'd say 200 meters ahead, I don't think Merrick can close that gap. Merrick's got to close a solid 200 meters to win this. I don't think it's going to happen, but I have been proven wrong. Okay, here comes Carl. Here comes our leader coming out of 4. With a clean set of wheels. Okay, let's look back at the field now. Good job, Carl. Taking the final 5. Let's look back at our field now. Field, here comes the final sprint. Coming around nice and close. It's going to be Merrick taking, well, he's sitting up here. He's going to get past. Never set up at the end. I believe Mario taking the 3, Merrick the 2, and Tyson the 1. That got spicy at the end. All right, looks like we're asking those 1-2 field to exit the track. Cat 4s, come on up. If you're crossing, cross quickly. All right, similar to the first one we saw, this one is a double point. So if you win that first, you get 10 points, and then you can choose to exit. So for this field, it is 10 points for that first sprint. All right, they are rolling out.
We're rolling.
They were just saying hi at the rail to their friends. They like to say waving to their moms on the action cam. All right, once again, this is our Cat 4 field. They are racing a 4x5. Our Cat 4 is over there in corner 3, cruising around. This is what's called a neutral lap, if you missed that. They're bunching up. They're going to get started out of corner 4 with a whistle, and they'll be racing. Once again, this French exit is the first sprint is double for that first rider, so they could get 10 points and exit. We saw from that last race that Nick just took it. He took a hero move from the start, and he ended up winning the race. He raced 5 laps out of the 30 and won the race. That was the move of the night. Can only hope that makes the highlight reel. Move of the season. All right. That was pretty impressive. All right, the Cat 4s are moving now, slowly getting into that pace line. All right, cruising around. I said this is essentially a 4x5 points race, but that first sprint has that little bit something special. All right, they're just cruising around right now as a pack. Once Nolan has recovered, we can give him a mic. See what that one felt like. All right, here's that first sprint. This is the special one. This is the bonus for that first rider. Oh, people are going for it. We have Micah down low. That's Dominic, I believe, as well. And then we have Gabriel. Riders right there as well. Someone wants to just win and leave. That is the move. All right, so this is Micah leading right now. Gabriel, one of our newer juniors coming up as well. Reminder, these riders need to stay in the lane. Here we're coming around. Micah's coming around. Gabriel's trying to give him a run for their money. Gabriel with the 10 points. And we got some apron riding as well. This is Cat 4 for a reason. All right, so Gabriel, now once, if he safely can, he could choose to exit, but once I said again, do it safely. It looks like Gabriel's looking though. Look at this. Let's make sure they can take a lap. Make sure you exit the track safely. I'm going to guess that Gabriel is not staying in this race. What do you think? I think he's just going to wave to the crowd when he comes by.
I thought he was just going to track stand in the corner and then roll right track.
Yeah, no. He wants to say hi to his fans over here. All right, so the winner of this first front, Gabriel, you can wave to everybody. Gabriel rolling through the home stretch right now, getting the 10 points, saying, I'm done. All right, you can exit the track whenever you want.
Our field is all bunching up again. When they're all gear restricted, it's harder to get away because it's all about how fast you're spinning those wheels, as opposed to relying on just pure gear size. Still, no one really wanted to take too much initiative here. Everyone just happy to be cruising along.
It's hard to go fast. You know, you gotta work hard.
Gotta spin quick.
The field saw it. We all saw it. That was a huge move up and over the top. I believe that's Nathaniel Clark. With a big move. And when you're all in the same gear restriction, yeah, using your advantages, that banking is the way to go. All right, getting the bell. Points next lap here.
Can you pipe down just a little, Emily?
Excellent bell ringing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Congratulations on your excellent bell ringing.
It's a serious job. All right, on the backstretch, Nathaniel still with the gap here. Getting chased down, though. I believe that's Isaiah as well as Oscar and Williams right in the mix. Coming around here, it looks like Oscar all the way from Portland with a 5, Isaiah with a 3, William with the 2, and Nathaniel with a big move for 1.
Do you think they're just going to roll it? They could.
Getting Cat 4 is motivated, though, or like working together is hard.
I believe you.
It's like working with juniors, you know?
Well, I think like half the field is, right?
Yeah. Oh, look. It's got to come all back together here.
Just like a beginner night.
It's what we tell them to do.
You've just trained them so well, Amara.
All right, look at this. The main group all just looking at each other, giving everybody a chance to catch back up. Jason says, yes. Erica's like, all right, I'm going to make it back. This group of 2 here working together. I think they can make it back up as well. Those 2 went for that first sprint. I think they're feeling it. Where is Gabriel? Gabriel, where are you? On the infield with 10 points. You feeling good? Do you think you got it? No, maybe.
Gabriel's hanging out with Merrick. Hope he osmotes Watts. I know, guys. Big word. I read a book.
Like way back in high school.
Way back.
right, that's Francisco rolling through the front. Once again, we got kind of a two-wide pace line here. We're asking Gabriel to come on up. We're going to interview you. Gabriel, come on up.
Come on over, Gabriel. I've got some questions, some hard-hitting questions the fans want to know about.
We do have a bell this next lap, though, right? So maybe-
We'll speak really quickly,
Okay.
pause, and then speak quickly again. Hello. Hi, Gabriel.
Hi, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, but Amar's going to call this lap. Who's your money on for this sprint?
Let me see for a sec. I got Ion.
Ion in the neon getting called out to win this sprint.
Up, Ion!
Just a little coaching from the mic. All right, Big Two. He's using the motivation, though. Look at this. The junior saying, I think I can do it. The one-lap sprint is a long sprint.
It is. It looks like he may just be leading out the Portland juniors here.
There we go. This is Oscar. I think going to pick up another 5. So putting him at 10 points. I think that bumps Gabriel to second place. I think
Gabriel, when you pulled off the track, did you think you had it in the bag?
I was 50-50, but I knew if I stayed in, I would get cold.
Now, how are you feeling about your odds?
If I finish with second, then I'd be happy with that.
Still a podium, am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
And going into the last race, where does that set you up for the whole night?
I was gonna probably try to win either way.
That's a good one right there.
I'm just going to win.
Just gotta win. Can I steal that from you?
Sorry?
Can I take that vibe and try to harness it for myself?
Yes, you should always try to win.
There you have it, Amara.
There we
I
go.
should try to win.
Just try to win.
Just gonna try harder. Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you.
All right, that was Gabriel, the winner of our first sprint. Sadly, like I said, I think he's got second locked up. Actually, yeah, I think he's got second pretty locked up. We'll see. We'll wait. All right, this is Francisco sneaking off the front.
That's a
All
really
right.
cool bike. Can I just say that? That's a nice looking Serrata right there. Steel isn't dead, but rim brakes are. Am I right, Haldy?
Thank goodness, brakes. We don't have to deal with that.
You know, you did make me take them off earlier today. I was kind of shocked. Guess it's the cool thing to do out here. No brakes.
No brakes. All right. Coming around with a big gap here.
He's nose breathing. That's not a good sign for the field.
Big gap, though. 150, almost 200 meters.
Hey, Isaiah, I've got a quick question for you. You're letting him slip away. Why?
I didn't hear the answer.
didn't
But he's
either.
moving. He's moving, though.
He
He's
sure
like,
is.
All right, let's
Old
go.
man Isaiah.
All right, so Francisco here just getting the bell. All right, we're getting the bell. This is one to go, yeah?
She had it at 11, which is
I believe this is one to go. Here we go, points next lap. We distracted Emily. This was only a 4 sprint race, so I think we're at the final lap. We just panicked. All right, Francisco there coming around corner 3 and 4 with a healthy lead. That's going to be your 5 points right there. Looking back
Put
at
it
the
up.
field.
Here we go.
All right, with the 5 points, that'll move them up nicely. Okay, heading back to the field. Looks like we have Liam blasting out of the field for the 3 points. The Portland boys trying to upset the party. Looks like Ryder with the 3, Oscar with the 2, Liam with the 1. I believe, though, Oscar got the win. Completely unofficial.
I trust your judgment in that it was unofficial.
Yes. Completely unofficial. We got a few more riders finishing here, and then we're going to call our Cat 3 field up. Cat 3s to the rail. For those people crossing, make it speedy.
For all of you fans around the rail tonight, I'm on cute puppy patrol, so hold them up like Simba, and so I can get a good look. There's a sleeping beauty down there, it looks like. What do we got over here? Ooh, is that a lassie?
Except for I don't have anyone on my camera right now, so not quite Simba patrol yet.
No,
Oh, we
that's
have
all right.
someone.
That's like kind of dangerous with the racing going on, if I'm honest.
There we go. We got.
Oh, wait, we can't play Lion King? Would that get us, like, doxxed or something? Oh, just calm down on all the mouse stuff. Got it.
All right, there you heard Phil. For this race, it's a 5x5. That first sprint is worth 15. So depending on the length of the race determines that bonus. So will we see another French exit? Take the 15 and leave. I have a feeling in this field we're going to see a French exit.
How many laps are there to go?
There are 25 laps to go.
That seems like a big race.
And for those of you tuning in on the live stream, hopefully you're catching the fun interviews we had with Gabriel. We have GoPros in the races as well to give us some from the race views, which is always fun. We're on YouTube. You can check us out at youtube.com/JBVelodrome. Once again, on Instagram, feel free to tag us at JBVelodrome. I love sharing photos. Oh, Hyun Lee says, I saw what Nick Martinez did, and I want to do that. However, the field is paying attention in this race. The Cat 3s are like, no, we are watching this. There you go. Hyun says, I'm going to do it. Gavin says, I'm paying attention. JC Pyle says, keeping you close. All right, we got a little group of 3 here. I don't know if they're going to keep going, though. Well, this has gotten the attention of the leader as well. The leader's jersey, Quinn, they were like, I'm not letting this go. So we got a group of 4 here and a little bit of a gap to our main field. That group of 4 is, I would say, not working together, though. Quinn says, let's roll this, though. Uh-oh. If anything, they should know by now, don't let Quinn get away. This is dangerous. All right, this field, the alarm bells should be going off. Quinn has that leader's jersey for a reason. I believe that's Josh Sherfy saying, I want to bring this back. Gavin Newman dangling right there as well. Keegan Fairbanks in the mix as well. They're coming into this bell. This is our super first sprint. This is worth triple points. So we have Quinn and Josh a little bit off the front. I don't know if anyone from the field can catch. We'll see if Quinn can kind of kick it here and out sprint Josh. Oh, Quinn just give it. Well, okay. I'm not going to coach from up here. Josh says, let's take this. I want the 15 points. Quinn is trying to reset and come around, though. This is going to be a head-to-head sprint there all the way to the line. Who's going to get the 15? Quinn taking the 15. Now Quinn has to make the decision. Are they going to just take it and leave, or are they going to maintain in the race? They're sitting up at the rail on their little road hoodies. Maybe a sign that they're going to take this one easy. All right. All right, field flew under Quinn. This is Justin Pryor at the front, putting the hammer down. Quinn, give us a wave here at the rail. Quinn at the rail with the 15 points. And I am assuming taking the French exit on the backstretch. There we go. It sounds like we had like 4 additional riders take the French exit as well. That is one way to do it. All right, here's our field. So Quinn is in the lead with 15 points. Josh has 3. And then I missed the rest. I'll update you here in a second. All right, here's our main group. This is Gavin Newman, one of our Portland juniors, cruising around. Keegan Fairbanks, one of our local juniors, says, I don't want to be at the front. And we got a nice little group there. Right now, everyone's trying to do some quick mental math going, how do I need to get the points to beat Quinn? Do I have to win every single sprint? Can I get a second? It is amazing how hard addition is while riding, though. It's a little more complex than you might think. Here comes the bell, and Peter Snowbin with a big move up and over the top, though he has people in tow. We've got Tyrell Lacey and Mike Jors right there saying, I will take a lead out. Peter with some serious horsepower, though. Leading into corner 3, like I said, that's Tyrell and Mike right there. I believe Josh is in the mix as well. He had points that second place. He was going to come around. Out of corner 4, all the way to the line. I believe Tyrell with, that was tight there for the 4th place points. Gavin might have snuck in there. We'll wait for the official call. Tight sprinting by everybody. All right, big move up and off at the front. This is Justin Pryor saying, let's go. I'd say known more for his road racing, saying, let's move. And the field kind of letting them go. All right, now sounds like the men's elite French exit. Results have been reposted. I think there was maybe some issues there. It looks like Gavin with a mechanical. He's got 1 foot in the pedals. That's never a good sign. Dad, he doesn't look happy. All right, Justin Pryor getting the bell. He wants points. Here comes the pack, still up high, saying, I want points too. Big ol' move down low. Peter leading him out again. Justin with the big lead. The field here, though. All right, field, come around. Justin with the 5, easy. Here comes the sprint for third, though. Looks like our youngster Keegan trying to get the 3. For the 2 points, I have no idea. Between Tyrell and Josh, that was photo finish level. I will be expecting the photo from Bell. It looks like Gavin lost a crank. That's never good. Not good on a fixed gear bicycle. Kenny says, talk to your mechanic. All right, so we have Justin Pryor in the lead, and Mike Ritter, being a no man's land rider, just has to sit on. So Mike can sit on, but he cannot help. It looks like we have, is that Tyrell? Nope, that's not Tyrell. Who is that in the middle of nowhere over there? Is that Kit? I think that's Kit. Trying to bridge the gap to the field. Once again, Justin's in the lead, and he has Mike on his wheel, but Mike cannot help. So Mike can only sit in because he's in no man's land right now. And Mike says, that's okay. I'm going to take the draft. How can I do this? Yes, this is Kit saying, I'm going to make it. It's a hard way to go by yourself. And here comes the field saying, let's go. Keegan picking up those 3 points in that last sprint. Fun fact, he's 14 years old, and he's in a very, very small gear. So different age groups have certain gear restrictions. So while this field is not gear restricted, Keegan is in his age group. Not as he doesn't have to follow that necessarily in this group, but he's choosing to get better. So Keegan, I believe, is in like an 82-inch gear, while these people are over 100. So it makes that last sprint even more impressive. Here comes the field. Mike Jors rolling around saying, we got to catch Justin. So field cruising around, getting a little bit more organized. Once again, Justin with a solid lead. I'd say at least 150 meters. Getting the bell. Looking to pick up more points. There we go. Field getting the bell. I believe that's Conrad making the big move. Keegan trying to respond. Justin gonna pick up the 5 points here. There comes the field. Conrad leading out. Keegan trying to get some more points. So back to our sprint here. Keegan trying to pick up 3 more points. I believe that's Jordan with 2, and the 1 was close between Tyrell and Conrad. All right, we got one more sprint here. And I believe if Justin wins this, he'll win the race in a tiebreaker. Because Justin now has 10 points. If he gets the last 5, that would tie him with Quinn. And I'm going to go with Justin would win the tiebreaker because he's still in the race. That is my interpretation of that rule. Except for, I don't think that's a given. We have the field is now saying, we need to go. This is Josh Sherfy saying, I need the points. Peter Snoblin bridging as well. All right, here's Justin. He is using that full sprinter's lane at this point, going black to the red, getting tired. Josh and Peter trying to work together to bridge it up to Justin. That's Jack and Tyrell also trying to bridge up there. This field just started going fast. They went, let's go. All split up all over the track right now. Oh, here we go. One to go. One to go. One to go. Make some noise. Justin is hurting right now. He needs the 5 points if he wants to win the race. Other people want points as well. Let's see. Does Justin have anything left? Mariah, does Justin have anything left in those legs? I don't think so. Here comes the big sprint up and over the top. This is Josh making the big move. I believe this is Tyrell as well. They both have points. This could move them up into second place. I believe this means Quinn is untouchable at this point. Here comes Tyrell coming around. Getting the last 5. Josh getting the 3. Jack the 2. And Peter the 1. Ooh, a nice sprint there way in the back. All right. Woo. And I believe that is everybody. Open women to the rail. Oh, getting high fives. Fantastic. And as a reminder, if you looked at the schedule, this is the bolded race. This scratch race is your Rider of the Year race. Hey, this field at the rail. This race is your Rider of the Year race. So this is where jersey points are decided. So Rider of the Year points right here. We'll see what happens. And to be clear, this is the Rider of the Year race. There's still prize money for this field, the 1, 2s, and the 3s in all of the races. But for the elite men and the elite women, we have special races called out for that leader jersey and some extra prize incentives and all sorts of fun stuff. So this is where we're going to see who wants it. I guess what happens if Annette wins today and Tori gets second, do they get to both wear the jersey? They'll be tied. I think they would both wear the jersey, right? I think that would be what happens.
You got like one of the twin double size, right? They just have to ride next to each other the entire time.
I mean, they've been riding next to each other the whole...
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. It's extra stretchy in the middle so that when a sprint starts to happen,
they're just in a permanent Madison hold the entire race.
Yes.
All right. Finishing this neutral lap. This is a scratch race. This is the simplest of races. They're racing 20 laps. Whoever finishes the race first wins. No fancy points, eliminations, extra things. This is just a bicycle race. And we're going to see who is the fastest at the end of 20 laps. All right, once again, we're just counting down the laps at this point. a beautiful night. During last week, it was like 45 degrees and raining. I will take a little chilly once the sun goes down. All right, we got a net at the front. Just doing her time at the front, taking a nice little pull. Everyone working together. I have a feeling this is going to come down to a sprint. Other people could try to attack and make it hard and split things up. But I have a feeling we'll keep it relatively together here. All right, Rue's doing their turn at the front. Sarah's at the front now.
Our field coming around, sharing the workload here still. Seeing 14 laps to go. In a field this size, this gives our racers a good opportunity to rest up. So a lot of these folks really not doing too much work by taking these half lap pulls that you're seeing, which definitely plays into the hands of some of our faster enduro riders as well as our sprinters, allowing them to just sit in and catch their breath.
Is there anyone in this field that you would think would try to go early?
Ooh.
Like who's the, like maybe some of the juniors take an early flyer or something. We don't have any true road endurance riders in there, do we?
It's a hard call with who might take a longer lap flyer. I mean, we've seen Rue take some three lap flyers.
They're also so darn good at sprinting.
Yes.
All right, Lucy Gilchrist rolling around. Yeah, you can see everyone just taking these half-lap pulls. I think everyone's pulling through early enough in the race that they're like, it's okay. It's not going too fast yet. I'd like to say we'll be able to tell when it goes fast. And then things get hard.
"11 laps to go."
At what point in the lap cards do people start not pulling? Do they just go like, I'm good?
I think in a field this size, you might actually start around 8 or 9, starting to count where you are from the front, where you want to be, what point at the end of the race.
Start getting a little more strategic as the laps get down.
Yeah.
We're still all sharing. We're all being really nice. Well, Luna took a little pull. I would like to say some of the juniors, though, are restricted a little bit more with gearing. I tend to give them a pass. Well, you said, yeah, we're starting to see some half pulls here, so things are getting a little bit more serious now that we've reached halfway, or past halfway. Yeah, people are starting to think a little bit more. Do they want to use the effort to do work at the front?
Starting to see that double line at the back of the field as well, where riders are starting to want to position themselves in a place where if they need to try and chase a move right now, they can. But they can also kind of sit and get a bit of that draft from the
I
pack.
think what was going on there is they went, I want that wheel. And they're trying to get the wheel. But then you can't really just push somebody off the track and track. You can't just be like, it's my wheel, and just push them off. There's rules specific to that sprinter's lane, which is from the black to the red. Only one person can be in there, like laterally at a time. So they have to kind of respect that. If someone says, this is my wheel, it's pretty darn hard to get it. We're already starting to see a few more tactical things here. I know we have our unofficial mascot, the osprey, flying overhead. All right, Annette back at the front with Tori right on her wheel.
Seeing 7 laps to go.
Like I said, I think they're just going to be next to each other this entire time, which is a smart move, right? Mark your closest competition. Up after this is our Rider of the Year Cat 1-2 scratch race, which is where all the points come for that season leaders jersey. Oh yeah, look at that. We just had some serious reshuffling there at the back. That was a complete reshuffling of those back 4 riders. Are they happy now that they've gotten a different position? Maybe. And you can watch Rue there sitting up in kind of second high saying, can I get in? Let me in, somebody. I'd say at this point in the race, if I had the wheel that I wanted, I'd be like, nope, it's mine. I think he's trying to get a little bit faster here.
Five laps to go on the cards.
Catherine Wade easily at the front, picking things up a little bit, I'd say. Jasmine taking her turn at the front. A little turn, like I said. Things are getting serious now.
I'll say to your point, a couple laps ago there were some gaps opening up. There could have been places where someone could have slotted in between some of these wheels, and now it looks like this field, folks have found the wheel that they want to follow and are keeping it tight.
Once again, those of you looking for results, if you go to velodrome.org/live, there's a button right there that'll click you into the results. I know there was some debate on the Cat 3 French exit. Oh, we had a close race. All right, coming through, they're going to be seeing 3 to go. 3 laps to go.
And coming through 3
wide, yeah, now everyone's looking at each other. So all that positioning that they did to fight for the wheels is just like tossed out. Doesn't matter anymore. Once again, like I said, results are on there. That last Cat 3 French exit, it looks like Quinn won with 15 points. It looks like we have more debate coming. I'll let that one sit. Let's watch the race in action right now. Starting to get a little faster again, but like I said, you can see all the jockeying for position. People want certain wheels. We know who's fast. We know that season leader, Tori, is pretty darn fast. Annette, who is glued to her wheel, is also very fast. Danny, in that orange helmet, the second place rider from last year. No, first place. Second place from last year. Very fast. We got some serious sprinters in here, and they are all just cruising.
2 laps to go, and they are all above the blue line.
Yes, with this field, if you look at their numbers, Annette, who won last year, is 101. Danny is 102. She got second place. I believe Lucy's 105. There's a few of our top few people right in the mix. And look at this. We got speed early. Coming to the bell, Tori said, let's go. Want to go, want to go, want to go, want to go. And hey, look, those first 3 riders that I talked about are all right there. Tori leading out Annette with Danny right in tow. Who's going to win this top 3? Let's focus on these ones. We also have sprints, solid sprints in the back as well. Tori is still leading out. Very, very strong. Annette going to try to make the pass. Danny making the pass already. Coming around the corner. Let's make some noise, folks. 3 wide sprint. This is for Rider of the Year points all the way. Looks like Danny taking this one. Annette for second, Tori for third. Here comes the final sprint. Ooh, bike throw for 5th place between Lucy and Catherine Wade easily. Looks like our Cat 1-2 Rider of the Year race to the rail. This is where all the points come for that jersey. If you're crossing, do so quickly. This is a 25-lap race, so if you want to get to the other side of the rail, do it now. As soon as they start this race, you are stuck on one side or the other. All right, they're rolling off. It's a 25-lap scratch, so same thing we just saw, just a few more laps. Whereas that last field came down to a very solid sprint. I have a feeling we're going to see a little bit more variety in this field. We have a lot more true road riders that want to have this go long compared to that last field. I think everyone wanted a sprint. We'll see who's going to animate this. We should all just start cheering Nick, Nick, Nick. See if he'll just take another flyer. Quick, everyone start it. Say Nick, Nick, Nick. Oh, looks like Nick's not going to start. Merrick says, let's go. There we go. All right, Merrick's still at the front. This is where, like, in the novice races, I say, like, 1 lap maximum pull. Oh, he did 1 lap. All right. All right, cruising around. They're going pretty fast here. You see the long line. There's Nolan, our color commentator, at the back there, getting his workout in. What if we could have like a mic on bike? That would be pretty epic.
I think we'd need a time delay on our broadcast.
Or you just hear breathing.
There'd be a lot of heavy breathing, and then, yeah, I think we'd definitely need a time delay occasionally.
A little like beeper button. Yeah, you know. All right, Kenny on the front now. Keeping this thing moving.
Oh, shit. Sorry. 23? 23, yeah.
Emily, too much talking.
Can't be a Renaissance woman without sometimes dropping the ball. And of all the fields, I mean, they know. They'll tell me.
It was the sprinter that called you out too.
They know.
All right, there we go, Alex. There's your appropriate
There it
laps.
is.
Ooh, and things are moving. We have this Chris Wilson, Carl Cunningham, and then Scott Renzel. Trying to make a group of 3 to keep this going fast. Once again, we got Carl, Chris, and Scott trying to make a group of 3. That group of 3, I think, would be fairly motivated to keep moving. All right. That group of 3 is working together. Once again, for our fields that are finishing up, we're going to do the podiums at the very end because I am up here. For our open women and our elite men, we'll do a nightly podium as well as a Rider of the Year podium. So these 2 fields that are currently racing or just raced will have 2 podiums for the night, a nightly podium and a Rider of the Year podium.
Our trio off the front, almost with a half lap. But the field putting a big old dent into that.
And those 3 in the front are going to work together. They're taking very even half-lap pulls to keep that pace high because they, as a unit, want to stay away. Once you get down to the later laps, then they're going to start fighting it out. Right now, they're trying to go as fast as they can as a group of 3. They are moving. One thing I think I just realized with the Rider of the Year from the women, I now think we have a 3-way tie. I think we have Danny, Annette, and Tori all with 18 points. So I'm going to make you all wear a jersey. Got to throw you all on the top step for that podium. That is fun. All right, group of 3 is still working. The field now is sitting high. This group is working well together.
Yeah, our field letting this lead out again.
Once again, group of 3 working nicely. Just
Seeing
cruising along.
15 laps to go here.
15 to go. All right, back in the field. They're working together, kind of, not necessarily super motivated yet. Let's see, who's off the front? What teams do we have? Is there some people saying, like, I'll let my buddy go up there? We don't have that many teams, though. There's a a few teammates in the pack, but it's looking like this group is motivated to stay away. Half lap poles, they're cruising. Once again, look at the field. They're up high. Saying, I don't want to work. Do you want to work? Merrick says, let's go. I have to imagine that was like, let's go, old guys.
It looked like there was a move out of the field to try and close this down fast, but quickly everyone sat up and wide along the track. All right, they brought the gap back a little bit, but they're still working together extremely well. Here comes Kenny Williams saying, let's go. Let's make this work. The gap is definitely coming down now. Heavy hitters at the front of this field. We have Merrick, Carl, Andy, Tyson saying, we need to bring this back. Chris at the front right now. Carl getting ready for his lap. Oh, and everyone's just looking at each other again. Oh, they were so close. All right, like I said, that group of three is just cruising right now. And the pack, led by Merrick, once again says, come on, let's go. I don't want to do all the work. Alex, you still got lots of race to go. All right, group of three on the front of the field is now a little bit more motivated. I guess right now, is this group going to stay away? Emily, how many laps? Seven. They're
Ooh.
seeing 7 to go. I mean, I think if behind can actually get it together, this is going to come down right quick.
You know what I need right now? I need one of the Dyna jumpsuits. A little chilly. And the pink would look fabulous. All right, we got 2 riders here going down a lap. Our group of 3 leaders. Still doing their laps. Here comes the field, though. Feel like seeing 6 to go, though. I think they're saying, like, all right, time to go. Okay, seeing 5 to go. There we go, 5 to go. This group of 3 has been away essentially the entire race. right, riding around lap traffic, always fun. Riders keeping their heads on the swivel and ready, set, the races all together. Oh, Merrick's just like, let's keep going. All right, they're seeing 4 to go, which is 1 mile left. This is the size of a running track. So 1 mile to go. Merrick just brought the thing back together, and now everyone's going to sit up. This is an opportunity for someone that maybe didn't do that much work to make a big attack, right? Saying like, all right, it is my time to shine. And who did it? Who's out there? Is that Carl Hofer? Carl says, it is my time. Arrow, give him a round of applause. He's seeing 3 to go. Trying to make the big move. Merrick and Tyson saying, we can't let this go. And once again, for people getting ready to leave, we're going to do podiums at the end of the night because I'm up here. So that's a Rider of the Year podium and a nightly podium for the open woman, and then this field on track. Everybody else will just do a nightly podium. Money is coming at the end as well. Yes, there's prize money. 2 to go. 2 to go. Chris Wilson saying, making another big move. He was in that group of 3 off the front. How does he have any energy left? Whew. Oh, man, and he's got Sam Frigo with him, I believe. That is a powerful partner. So powerful. Chris is like, I'm tired. Oh, 1 to go. Sam's with a big lead. Chris saying, I got a gap too. Let's go. This is a huge lead. Will Sam stay away? We got some powerful people in this pack. Sam's sitting up already, though. He thinks he's got it. Chris trying to hold on for a second. It looks like, I think it's Wyatt and Andy coming in. Sam with the win here. Andy and Wyatt bike throwing to the line. Wyatt for second, Andy for third. I believe Mario for fourth, all unofficial. We got a few more people finishing, so we're going to stay on one side or the other. Nolan with the commentary, great work. All right, we got more people finishing and some people not exiting. It was a fast finish, I'll give them that. All right, we got a couple more finishers. All right, a great race. Yeah, a couple people couldn't make the exit on the backstretch. All right, it looks like we're going to say cross. If you're going to cross, make sure you do so quickly and safely. All right, there's another scratch race. This is 15 laps for the Cat 4 men. All right, once again, a scratch race, a little shorter this time. We'll see what this Cat 4 field does. If anyone's going to go early. All right, they are racing. Once again, not super motivated yet. It's a long race. All right, once again, rolling around. We're like 3 wide here. We have Ryder, Ion, and Nathaniel hanging out at the front. Are they moving now? Oh, we just need to win Gabriel at the front. You just have to win. Just try a little harder. This Cat 4 field is really looking for their upgrade points. They're trying to get to the Cat 3s. That's where they start making money. And for those juniors, you know, like that $10 win, that's some serious cash. With this Cat 4 field, they're just for upgrade points and to be able to stand on that top step. All right, that's Isaiah at the front. Micah right behind. Ryder, Oscar, Gabriel. Trying to look back at the last couple races here for this group. We had Ryder won that first one with Micah, Gabriel, and Dominic coming in those next places. In the French exit, Oscar won. Gabriel got second. Ryder got third. So I'd say our overall here is probably between Gabriel, Ryder, and Oscar because they were kind of placed in most of these races. I guess Oscar didn't place in that first one. But this is gonna be a fight for this podium for this field, that's for sure. All right, we got a nice little group over there. Once again, no one really wants to go early, especially hard in a field with a gear restriction. You just run out of gear. It's very hard to ride away from somebody in the same gear as you. All right, for those of you still here, you must know somebody in a race. It's getting a little cold, getting a little late. This was actually a very long schedule. A lot of laps today. But they're all doing great. This is a fun, exciting format tonight. We also invited our Cat 4 field up tonight. They are not on every Friday night. They're on only a few this year, allowing us to make longer races for our Cat 3s, 1-2s, and open women on those 3 field nights. Keeping everybody on their toes this year. Really making sure they read the race book. All right, that's Liam at the front. Rotating to the back. We have Micah in the front now. Like I said, there's little half rotations. Not real organization in terms of a pace line quite yet. For that 1-2 men field that just finished, we're going to do a nightly podium, like an omnium, as well as a Rider of the Year podium. So if you are top 3 in either of those, stick around. We'll do podiums and prize money at the end of the night.
Field seeing 5 laps to go, so right getting into the pointy end of things.
All right, coming around, seeing 3 to go. All right. Time to get serious. Ion says, I'm going to go. Micah says, I'm going to take the draft. Things are starting to move, though. That was a big move by Ion. Got a few people to bite. They have a nice little gap here. Are they going to keep going? Nathaniel says, let's go. Oh, and he's moving. This could be the move of this race. We'll see. Come around seeing 2 to go. This is a big move here with 2 to go. Can Nathaniel hold this? Maybe. Here comes Isaiah saying, we got to keep it together. All right, things are getting serious now. Nathaniel still holding off the front. Isaiah closing the gap. Micah hauling the field with him. All right, coming around. They're getting the bell. All right, time to make some noise. Want to go, want to go, want to go. Isaiah just blasted by Nathaniel. This field needs to move if they want to try to catch. Isaiah is on fire right now. All right, coming down, still maintaining that gap. Here comes the big sprint from the field. Looks like this is Oscar coming out from the field, but out of the front with the win. There's going to be Isaiah. Here comes the next big field sprint. This is going to be Oscar, Ryder, and then Gabriel. Those 3 riders are going to make this. That nightly podium is going to be really, really tight. We got a couple more riders finishing here. At least one more rider finishing. Okay, we're going to have a safe mass track crossing here. Don't run into bikes. Remember, track bikes don't have brakes. All right, this is our last race of the evening. Tori, do you have a number on that jersey? Oh, because you had your leader's jersey. Is that okay, or do you want her to put on the leader's jersey? All right, Tori, get a number on. So put on your leader's jersey. There you go. Thank you. Wearing 2 leaders' jerseys in the same race. How exciting. All right, this is our last race of the night. There's 20 laps. So a 20-lap scratch race. Quinn won the first 2 races, yeah? No. Yes? Quick, velodrome.org/live. Pull up the races. All right, Quinn won the first one. I know the French exit was highly debated amongst this field. Ooh. Oh no, Quinn still got. So Quinn has won both. Quinn has won both races. Oh, and Gavin is angry at his pedals. Considering his pedal didn't work last time, he is just riding hard.
He really wanted to make sure that they were on today.
That would have been scary if they weren't. All right, he says, let's go. He needs to make up for that last race by crushing this one. He's got Josh with him. This is a dangerous duo here. And the field recognizes that. They are not letting them get away. They immediately responded to this and are essentially right there. Oh, hey, look. Look who's attacking again. That'll be Mr. Gavin Newman again. What was this? 2 years ago at Nationals? I think he did this. James, right? Like 2 years ago, he just attacked and attacked and attacked. And they're like, oh, look, that Portland kid is going again. All right. But our local juniors are saying, no, we're not going to let you get out of here. Tom Herring, a recent upgrade to the Cat 3s. Really excited that he could gear up. Towing right with him, Keegan. Quinn right on that, Tyrell on that. JC Pyle as well. Everyone responding to everything. I think something exciting happened and I missed it. The dogs clearly picked up on it. I missed action. This field is moving. This might be the fastest field of the night in terms of just pure speed on the pedals. I feel like the 1-2s looked at each other a while in that last race. Oh, hey. Gavin going again. And everybody looking at Quinn was looking right at him saying, we're okay up here.
I mean, if at first the attack doesn't succeed, try again.
That's very true. Bigger gap this time, though. Quinn says, no, I'm going to keep you close. I believe towing with him is Tyrell and Josh. They've been in the mix all the podiums. This group of 4 would be very dangerous off the front, though, if they continue to push. All right, so we got this group of 4 now. Are they just going to team pursuit it? That is the question. Are they going to stay motivated in the front, or is the field going to chase them down? The field, though, not very motivated. Maybe they are, just not organized. Once again, for the riders on the infield, we're going to do podiums for everything at the end of the night. For the elite women and elite men, we'll do a Rider of the Year podium as well as a nightly podium. For everybody else, we'll just do a nightly omnium. And I have all your prize money, so don't run away. All right, that group of 4 is kind of organized, getting a little haphazard here.
I think the effort is starting to take its toll.
Oh, we have leader jersey chasing down leader jersey. Tori putting in the work with the Cat 3 men, closing down the gap.
Our front 4 all riding high, riding wide.
All right, Peter Snoblin putting a little pressure here. All right, there's a Kit and Gavin creeping off the front.
Some encouragement from our beer garden
I think
for
at
our
this
sprinters who are having to do more work than.
I think at this point the beer garden is just heckling. All right, Kit's off the front, and Quinn making a huge move to close the gap and just going right over the top. So smooth. Does the field realize what just happened? I don't think the field has realized what just occurred. That's 50 meters in less than a lap. 60 meters, 70 meters. Like, Quinn is riding away from the field at the moment.
Quinn seeing 7 laps to go.
All right,
The
Quinn-
field behind. Motivated to bring them back, but coordinating to bring them back is a different story.
All right, give Quinn a round of applause. Keep him moving.
6 laps to go for Quinn. The rest of the field a straightaway away from them.
Quinn is just ticking those pedals away. Very, very smooth still. They're crushing it right now. All right, let's give them a round of applause here. Keep them going. This is not easy.
I think we're getting to the out of sight, out of mind for our field.
Wait, how many laps do they have?
They just saw 5 to go.
Okay, there's no way they could lap the field. I don't know. No, the field's moving now. All right, here's our leader coming in out of corner 4. Their field is decided to do something, though. I believe
Seeing
that's
4 to go, Quinn.
Forward to go our field. I believe that's Gavin and Jack. Teammates saying, let's go. See if they can work together and bring this back. Our field slightly more motivated as well, saying we can't let a couple juniors ride away from us.
The field catching our two Portland riders while Quinn is still out in front. Just coming out of turn 4 now, seeing 2 laps to go.
That was some fun passing on the backstretch. That was a big moves. All right, Justin says, let's go right now. Justin hauling Surge with them. The field is now moving. All right, Quinn getting the bell. One to go, one to go, one to go. Everyone give him a round of applause. One to go. These are a couple lap riders. Here comes Surge, though. Mike Jor's right there. Josh Sherfy also in the mix. Justin saying, I did all the work. Okay, this is coming down pretty darn quick, though. I think Quinn's still got this, but those sprinters are moving fast. All right, Surge leading him out. I believe this is Josh Sherfy trying to make the pass here for second place. Mike trying to respond as well. Here comes Quinn around the final corner with the win. Here comes the final sprint for second place. This is Josh going to take second. Surge third. Mike fourth. And fifth place for Tyrell. Woo! An excellent race night, all finishing great. Exit at your convenience. Like I said, podiums will happen here in just a few minutes. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Hopefully we get another lovely evening next week. Once again, feel free to tag us at JB Velodrome. And we will see you all next week.